everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a flip through of a bullet journal that I started maybe halfway through the year in 2016. I was really intrigued by seeing some of the bullet journals on Instagram, and I really wanted to try it out because bullet journals just have a little bit more creative freedom than planners do, so that's why I got a bullet journal. This one is a Midori notebook. I bought it on Amazon, and I can link it down below for you. It was fairly cheap because it's like a flexible book, and the pages aren't really A5 or A4, so I'm not really sure how the pages measure out, but it was a pretty good one, I guess. I really like the quality of the paper, even though you can see some of like the shadowing and stuff like that, but I thought the squares were really nice, and I don't know, I just really like the overall book. Would I purchase it again? Probably not, because as you guys can see in the back here, it was just prone to like, not scratches, but to like other surfaces, and I guess I wasn't really taking really good care of it. If I had to buy another one, I would probably get like a hardcover notebook. But I was just I really just bought this for experimenting to see if I really like the bullet journal style, and I kind of do for the creativity things, but I kind of don't because sometimes I'm really lazy. This is what my yearly page looks like. I'll try to zoom in for you guys. Fairly simple. I just have this tiny little banner. In real life, or not real life, but like I don't know why I said that, but like I make a lot of banners for my home and for just like celebrations and stuff like that, so I really wanted to make one for my journal. And this is pretty standard, I guess, that you would normally see. As you guys can see, that I start on Mondays. I really like Monday starts because I like when the weekends are together, like Saturday and Sundays are together. I don't like it when it's a Sunday start because they're like separate. I don't know, it's like kind of my thing. And this is what my July page looks like. I think this is one of my favorite pages that came out. And I don't know, I just really like the way it looks. Really simple, and I was just playing around, but it turned out really pretty. This one I was going for like a different vibe. I wanted a whole calendar, but it was really hard to map it all out because I don't know, the 31 days, and it was just really hard. It was giving me a headache. I think I spent like 3 hours planning it out, and it was pretty bad. And you guys can see right here my pen is showing through on the other side. I don't know if it was the pen that I was using or if it's the paper, but I don't know, I guess that's just how it goes. This is my gratitude page. You guys can see here I didn't finish it, but I was doing pretty good for half of the month. I mean, I got this in the middle of July, so I think I did pretty good. This is the only month where I was doing pretty good on my gratitude like pages, but on the other months you guys can see it's like really sad. Not because I wasn't grateful for anything, it was just I forgot to do it every single day, and then I was like, well, I skipped this day, I should just forget it. But it's a really nice concept. I just think I would do it a little bit differently in the future if I have another bullet journal. I also have this mood board page, which really didn't pan out because I started in the middle of the month. I didn't really know what to do because I wanted my habit tracker on this side, so I don't know, I was having like a weird thing going on. And also, I'm really bad at keeping track of my habits. I don't know, it's just weird. I really like keeping a habit tracker, but again, I'm not really good at being consistent doing everything like specifically for each day, and I'm not really good at keeping track of doing things every single day around the same time. Like if I were to have a bullet journal, I would probably schedule myself like an hour every single day to fill out my bullet journal, or else I will forget. And I don't know if I have that dedication to do a bullet journal every single day. Like, to those that keep up with their bullet journal, I applaud you, honestly. So I didn't really have a lot of like ideas to do banners and like headers or anything like that. So this was just my tester page, obviously, because it just looks like a mishmash of different things. I was trying to figure out if I liked this style, what would work best for me. I really wanted a meal log, and this was kind of working, but it's just way too small. The boxes are too small for how how detailed I wanted to keep my meal log. And so I decided to have a full 2 pages dedicated to my meal log, which would include my my hydration, some vitamins, and just like extra things I wanted to keep track of. How many times am I doing soda? How many days am I having 30 minutes of exercise and stuff like that? And I really love the way these turned out. I wish I could keep this forever, or like make stickers of them and paste them everywhere, but I also really like the way this turned out because I wasn't really doing much during like my week. I don't ever really do anything really, but I thought these small squares were just nicer for those days where it looks like I'm doing a lot of things but I'm not really doing a lot. And you can see I have I do my weeks in different colors every single week, depending on which highlighters I have, because I do like doing the highlighters in this bold type of font, so that I can color coordinate with my pens and my other markers. And then this was a spread where I was checking out what I needed to do or outfits to plan for Canada when I was going to Canada in July. And I ended up just writing down what we did for that day instead of planning my outfits, because right here it's saying outfits for Canada, but did I really plan outfits? No, I really just wrote down what we did for the day. And then just like some things, but really here was a really good idea what I needed to pack, because I am notorious for overpacking. So I really wanted to track down what I was doing or what I was packing to make sure I wasn't overpacking. But I had 2 luggages, a small one and then a large one. I tried to fit everything in a small one for a 5-day trip, and it didn't work. So I just ended up using the big luggage, which was good because I did end up buying a lot of stuff when I was in Canada. And then this was this layout right here ends up being most of my layouts for a couple weeks. I really like it because I can see the whole week out like this. I like it in like a singular line so I can see everything, but I don't like it obviously again because of how small the spaces are, and because I have this weird space up here for I don't know what, because my Monday day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I have just this random spot up here for I don't know what to do. And then here's my log. I gave this to my friend so that she could pick out some of the things for her own bullet journal. So she just marked some of these little things here in my notebook. This is the week that I went to Canada, so I didn't really keep track of my meal, which I should have, because I had some really good meals out in Canada. This is my page for August. I don't remember if you guys saw what was for July. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see what was for July? I think so, because I started in July. For some reason, I thought started in June. So here is this monthly page again on 2 pages. I'm really bad at drawing straight lines. I thought that the full grids, since I don't know if you guys can see, but like the full grids would help me draw straighter lines instead of the dotted grids, but I'm just really bad at it either way. And this font was okay. I really wanted to go for like a minimalist look, but I don't know how it turned out. And then I wanted to keep track of my finances, but I'm really bad at my finances. My husband does them all, so I don't know why I decided to do a finances page. I never finished it. As you can see, it's still in pencil, so that idea just threw out the window. And my habit tracker again, I didn't really do a good job at my habit tracker, but I really like the way it looks when you do all of them and keep track of them. I think it's really cool. And here's my other gratitude. It's looking pretty sad, but you know, at least I tried. And then here is my first week of August. I really do try to make it look fun and stuff like that. Try some different lettering. I was really into lettering and calligraphy at this point in time, but I don't know, I was just learning at this time, so I didn't really get a good chance to test it out in my bullet journal. And because I was getting really anxious, I know there's like a lot left in the book, but I was getting really anxious that I would run out of pages, so that's why I would like just doodle on some pages and not. Also, what I really liked about this bullet journal was that I could like put anything in here, but I would need to tape it, so this isn't really flattering, but I like that I can keep it kind of like a scrapbook. And this is my tried to keep track of my Toronto spending, because I really had a strict budget, but I threw it out the window because I ended up getting money from relatives. And this was just I don't know what happened here, but I just decided to test out some pages, and these didn't really work out either. I was trying to make like the days where I can keep track of the time, kind of like an Outlook calendar type of thing. Like this would be for me, this would be for my husband, and the green one would be for his brother because he was living with us. But it didn't pan out either. So again, here's the same layout. Once I find a layout, I really like it until I stop liking it. I think this is one of my favorite pages of all time. I don't know, the way it looks is just really happy. And a lot of things were happening this week because I had ordered some Korean beauty stuff for my skincare routine, and I don't know, it just looked really cool. And this, I have no idea what happened here. I think I was trying to draw something and it turned out pretty ugly, so I don't know. And meal log again. And then this is just a picture that I drew for my friend. She liked it so much that I drew it in my planner. I know, how does that work, right? She likes it so much that I drew it in here. So here's this the scheduling thing again that I was talking about. I was trying to make it work, but I don't know. Our schedule was so mishmashy that I didn't want to make it permanent, because I have a thing with that. I like post planning more than pre-planning or anything else, or like planning as you go. I hate it because I feel like I could have done things better. So I do a lot of post planning. Like what I mean by that is when I plan after everything is over. So say August 28th to 22nd to 28th, I will probably plan this like the next week. After this whole week is over, I will plan it the week after. So this is the week where I decided that the week on one page was just too small, so I decided to do the week on 2 pages. And this looks similar to what my meal logs look like, and I actually really like the way this turned out. Too bad I didn't finish it all, but I really like the color combination of the blue and the orange on this week. And then I wanted to keep a second habit tracker of my skincare routine, which could have worked out, except there's 10 things on here and I only had 4 out of the 10 things. So that kind of bummed me out. And then I decided that I wanted to change the meal log because if you guys remember, this was too small. These meal logs right here is too small, but these meal logs where they take up 2 was too big. So I decided to switch around my meal log and my weekly pages so that my meal log was all on 1 page while my weekly log was on 2 pages. And then towards the end of the year, I just stopped bullet journaling. I don't know what was going on. I also messed up on my calendar. I said, oops, off by 1 day. Because when I look at my calendar, it starts on on the calendar on my computer, it starts on a Sunday, ends on a Saturday. So I was looking at it wrong. So everything just ended up 1 day off. But I really like the way this calendar turned out because it was easier for me to see the calendar at whole and then add events here if I needed to, which you can see in the next month because I do that. And then I also switched around the habit tracker. If you guys remember, I'll show you. Let's see. The habit tracker would be this way to fill it out. And then for this, for the following months, I'm going to be starting doing it this way so I don't have to switch around every single time, which is really easy. And I totally failed my gratitude for this month. I don't know what I was doing this month. Yeah, I have no idea what I was doing this month. It's a lot of blank because, again, I don't know, I'm really bad at like doing things daily, and I like to post plans. So yeah, I really like the way these turned out, the weeklies, and too bad I just didn't finish it all. And my meal log, when I'm lazy, I just do everything in highlighter because it's easier to see and it just makes it so much faster to plan. I also like the way these turned out, these weeklies. I do start doing the Saturday, Sunday, and to-do separately. So because I don't really keep track of what I do on the weekends, and my to-dos vary. Like sometimes I don't want to do it specifically on Tuesday. I'll just keep it on my to-do list so I can do it sometime in the week. And then my meal log does look a little bit different here because I do add a water tracker because the ones here weren't doing it for me. My hydrate was like separated. I don't want it like that either. I don't know. It was just like a time for playing for me, I guess. And then here I didn't like the way I was doing my hydration either. It was just like weird. So for the next couple weeks I play around with how I want to do a hydrate. This one was fail, of course, again. And then this turns out to be kind of what my meal log looks like by the end of it all. And then again here I'm just playing around to see what would look best. I don't think you guys can see it that well because it's kind of faded, but I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I really wanted to do something new with my habit tracker and with my weeklies, but I don't know. Sometimes things don't pan out. Like this, I thought it was too small, and then I tried to incorporate this right here. I'm so sorry for the noise that's outside. My neighbors are being so loud. But yes, this ends up being my meal log for the rest of the year. Just like some groceries I need to buy, some reminders, my hydration, and then what I eat for the days. And I really like the way these turned out. And then for October, I really hate the way my pumpkin turned out. Ugh, don't want to look at it. So this is what my October monthly calendar looks like. I really like the simplicity of this right here. And then I do list out the days and then whatever the event is going on for that day. I actually really like this concept a lot. And then my habit tracker, I never finished this, so that's why it looks so, not raggedy, but like simple, is because I just got lazy doing it. And that's one of the downsides of having a bullet journal, is that you have to continue doing it every single day or else your bullet journal will look raggedy. But that's just me and that's how I feel. Some of these things here, again, a little different little thing. I had a sticky note drawing before and now it's just like brackets. This, I'm actually really happy that I filled it all out. It's really cool when you see it like that. And then for October, I was I don't know what was going on this week that made me have so much stuff on my to-do list. Some of my to-do list is to watch Gone Girl, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Little Mermaid, Pitch Perfect, and Miss Congeniality. It's so fun to look at these. And most of it is just the same as before. So, ooh, my November page. This turned out really pretty. I forgot that I had this actually. Some events, my habit tracker, and I don't know. Let's see. Nothing else really in here. So this week was when we started going to the gym, and I just kept track of my gym log and my meal log. So my Mondays would match up, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on. And then I was keeping track of how many days or how many steps I was taking every single day, because I was wearing a Fitbit and I wanted to keep track of that to see which days I was most active. Sometimes I forgot to wear them, so it'll say like not tracked. And then I kept my weight here, and then just some extra notes. And then over here on my meal log, I did this thing with my this upper portion was to keep track of how many times I'm going to Starbucks, because I thought I was going a lot, and pretty much I was going every other day. And then this is when I was getting my wisdom teeth removed. I was still learning how to do some full calligraphy here, and I really wanted to test it out. And getting your wisdom teeth removed was pretty traumatic for me. Again, my meal logs, and then I guess I didn't finish it because I had gotten my wisdom teeth taken out. And that's pretty much all of it. So, would I make a bullet journal again? I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep like a regular journal to keep like my gratitude, because I really do like that. But I don't know. Again, I'm really bad at doing things daily. I try to keep a Instagram where I post every single day, and it's not working out because I had already missed like 3 weeks. But, you know, I'm trying. At least I'm trying, right? Well, I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, follow, what have you. All of my social links will be down below, and the link to buy this notebook if you're interested will also be there. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time.